Alrighty, today we got. No, it's not legs anymore. Sorry, I'm in a little bit of a rush. It's also why my bed isn't made. But this is the first video where it's not made. However, I might have been talking a little quiet. We got biceps and back, and I'm going to the gym a bit later today, so hopefully it's more empty, and I'll actually be able to do my day in the order that I normally like to do it. But yeah, gonna start off with underhand lat pull downs. Well, hopefully these are all hopefully. This is the ideal whatnot. Regular cable pull downs. Then hopefully we'll also get that side machine that we didn't get last time, the one that I wanted to improve on, so I could actually work on improving it. And then hopefully I have yet to be able to do easy bar standing bicep curls. I hopefully will get to do those today. That'd be really nice. And then just single arm preacher, and then maybe dumbbell preacher dumbbell hammer preacher if we get the chance. So yeah, sorry, this intro is gonna be a little shorter because I'm in a rush. So yeah, see y'all in the gym. All right, like I said, starting us off, we got the good old underhand pull downs. Now I usually tend to always start with these. I only don't if the machine's taken. So it's usually on my back days, it's always going to be a start between this and then lat pull downs. And honestly, recently, I've kind of been considering doing deadlifts for like just one week of a month, because I mean, I don't really train lower back specifically. I just kind of let it take care of itself with squats or like other back workouts, using it as like a stabilizer. So might be looking into integrating some deadlift into one of my back days. Now, these underhand pull downs went really well. I think controlling them and making sure that I'm getting as high as I need to, and just feeling the stretch went really well. I was able to do more than last time. I mean, I know last time I started with it second, but this time I was able to do 60 kgs the entire way through, which was more than the other time where I had it as my first workout. However, having done that first obviously does mean I'm going to be a little more tired, but also like a little more warmed up at the same time. But for this, I was a little more tired. I wasn't quite able to get as many reps on lat pull downs as I normally do, but I was able to start. I'm still like consistently starting with a higher weight, even if I'm not doing that weight for the same amount of reps or sets. So I'm really happy with the progression I'm making in terms of my back. And I mean, obviously I'm always progressing, and the speed kind of depends, because right now I'm trying to cut. So I know in cutting, the main goal isn't like, it's obviously to get stronger, but you're also like trying to get rid of fat, so you're eating less, so a little less energy stored in the muscles with the carbs and whatnot. But overall, I think as I've been cutting, and I'm not doing any like super hard cutting, I'm just kind of like slowly getting off, eating my calorie deficit, but nothing like too extreme compared to what some other people may do. And so I think my progress of increasing my muscle mass and strength while also losing that fat and whatnot is going really well. And then I'm already almost done with these easy bar curls, but I actually got the easy bar this time. This is the first time on my back day where the easy bar has been open, so that was really nice. I got about the same as I would with the straight bar, but it just like feels so much better on the bicep in terms of like feeling the workout. Not like it hurts if I use a straight bar. The easy bar just is so much better for feeling, because your hands are like turned in, your pinkies are able to turn upwards, which obviously contracts the bicep more and mind muscle connection, all that yada yada. But moving on, got some dumbbell hammer curls now. I wanted to do these on a bench. Every incline bench was taken, and I also didn't want to do these right now. I was going to do the dumbbell preacher curl, and I end up doing them later, but I was going to do them now. But like I said, all the incline benches were taken when I started. Or no, it wasn't even the incline. What am I saying? It was the dumbbells. The dumbbells I needed for my dumbbell preacher curls were all taken. I was looking for a 14 or a 16, which doing these I definitely needed the 14, not the 16. I do kind of think my dumbbell preacher curl has gone honestly down since coming to Australia because I felt like I was doing more. Although 14 kilos is about, it's not quite 35 pounds. I think it's like 31 or something, somewhere around there. I was doing 35 before I left, but regardless, as long as, I'm controlling it and feeling the burn, it's good. So, and I think it's getting a little bit better. I feel like I'm able to get through more. I'm getting to the point where I could probably start going up to 16, probably just for my first set, and then finishing off the set with, did I say up to 14? Up to 16 on my first set. I might have just repeated myself, but, and then finishing it off with 14. Also here, I had a scab on my arm that came off and it was bleeding. Don't worry, nothing got on it, like the bench or on the dumbbell or anything, and I cleaned up the bench when I was done using it and was wiping off the blood and everything. So I promised I was keeping it sanitary. But to finish off the workout, we got some low rows, and I'm not gonna lie, by this point in the workout, I am pooped. I am exhausted. I mean, I can normally do like push through maybe like 90 on here, even 95 for like my first set, but I just sat at 80 because I was like struggling. Like pulling 80 was hard, and it might have been because like my arms were getting tired too to hold on. As you saw, I kind of had to readjust my grip there from doing 3 arm workouts in a row, because I normally like to do 2 back, 2 arm, 1 back, 1 arm, but obviously it doesn't matter a whole lot. It's just the rest time between each muscle group. But and thankfully we got a pretty empty locker room, so I was able to go through my whole posing thing. Now with the posing, I definitely think something that I like that I've seen is that I'm slowing down a little bit more, like doing my posing. After I pose, I'm holding it for a little bit longer, at least compared to what I used to. I don't know if I should be holding it quite as long yet, or like longer or whatnot. But I'm taking a little bit longer in between each pose because I'm getting lightheaded, and or I would get lightheaded, and taking that break and just recouping and getting that full breath really does help, like with the posing overall. I mean, taking that breath and having the oxygen in your body to like push the muscle into your blood and really just get that pump showing is just such a huge game changer. It's genuinely a noticeable difference if you start, like, if you go to pose and you have the oxygen in your lungs versus when you don't. But I know I say it a lot. I'm pretty happy with how my back and whatnot is going. I'm still a little iffy on my biceps. I really do want some bigger biceps. I do feel like in my physique they're kind of outshined by my front delts, because when I started working out, I definitely think I compared to my, actually, fun fact, when I started working out, I hated training arms. I guess that hate is a bit of a strong word, but I was not a fan of training arms. I like training my chest and my back, and so I didn't skip arm day, but I definitely like was not pushing as hard on my arm days as I should have. And of course, this was like 4 years ago when I started lifting. Since then, my opinions changed drastically. Drastically, fuck, I don't know. And I've been training my arms with such high intensity and a lot better since the start of me lifting. But I do think my arms are a little outshined when it comes to the rest of my physique. Especially, like, I do like my shoulders. I like how my shoulders look. I think they're pretty well proportioned. The rear delt probably needs a bit more development. But, yeah. Also, cardio for you guys, of course. And I'll see y'all back at the apartment.
Alrighty. Oh, the camera looks like tilted a little. I don't know. Alrighty. All done with good old back and biceps. When I have to think about if it was back, shoulders, or biceps, or back, chest, you know what? Let's start over. All done with back and biceps. So today went pretty good. I mean, as you might have heard in the voiceover, I wasn't even really like I was just kind of rambling along about whatever I wanted to talk about. Went pretty well. I'm really happy with it. I don't have much to critique. I do think maybe on the dumbbell preacher curls could have been getting a little farther down, although that seems to be the case. So for a lot of them, and I actually do think I'm getting like pretty like good, because it's like I'm getting to like right there. So, and I don't think you always want to fully lock out. I could be wrong. I don't like fully locking out because it tends to hurt my elbows sometimes. But anyways, all good there. So what else is there to talk about? Well, I'm going to Sunshine Coast, as I said in the last video. We have on Friday a whale watching, no, not even whale watching, whale swimming. We're supposed to swim with humpback whales scheduled, so really hyped for that. Hopefully that goes well. I mean, that would just be amazing to, I mean, I've never swam in the ocean to where I can't see the bottom, and I mean, it's a little scary to me, but like, it's just a really cool experience. I would love to swim with whales. I mean, I can't even imagine what that's like, being in the water with just a behemoth of a creature and then not being able to see the bottom of the water either. Then we also are going to the Australia Zoo, so Steve Irwin Zoo, and we have a lemur encounter, so like the lemurs get to climb on you and stuff, and you get to take pictures with them, so I'm really excited for that. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And then as for Saturday, we don't really have much planned, more just kind of hanging out around the city in the Sunshine Coast. I believe it's like Mululaba, or Mululaba. It's kind of a weird name, but I'm gonna hang out there, swim in the beach, maybe do some swim in the beach. Yeah, I'm intelligent. Go to the beach, swim in the water, do some maybe body surfing or something. Maybe get I think we're bringing a football, and then we might try and we bought a frisbee earlier in our trip here, but it was like really shitty, so we might buy a different, better frisbee. So, but yeah, other than that, oh, also don't know if I'll be able to record my gym content there. So, like I said, Australia, just being here, experiencing things is my #1 priority. So unfortunately, this does get put on the back burner in that, just for like that situation. But if I can't get into any gyms to record anything, then I'll probably just upload one video instead of two, because normally I would upload one Friday and then Saturday. So I might just do some sort of filler video in place of it. But other than that, hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a great day.